All right, we're going to go live, and 3 o'clock is tip-off, as you can see on YouTube if you're tuning in. We've got about 6 minutes to go. And the radio station will be joining in around, I believe it's 3:12, Chris, is that right? Get him on the phone real quick. Hey, Chris, if you don't mind, text me. You said 413. Okay, I'll just write it down. I mean 313. 313. We're going to join live 313 for all you folks on YouTube right now. I'll bring us in. Chris, why don't you just say, hey, in progress. We're going out to Tate High School, and then I can remember I'll try right in that time frame to welcome the radio audience. That's a big audience because it's drive time and all that good stuff. All right, so before we get tip-off here with $1.25, last night the Bulldogs won in a big way. Our leading scorers Jacob Moulton had a great game. He had 2 threes. He ended up with 11. Clouser with 12. Johnson, Blackwell, and Hall all had 7. Mekhi Jones only had 6. He's been cold turkey. He's been in timeout for the last 2 games, I guess. Jay Screen come off the bench and give us a nice 6 points. Braden Jones got 4. Cothrell hit a 3. Parks come off the bench and played good. Hit a couple baskets. I was telling Coach, I think as a team, we need Mekhi Jones to get back to his average of around 25, and we need 3 of these guys to be in double digits for us to have a chance. This is a really good team. We're about to get underway here at Tate. And I may or may not call it until 3:13 like I would on the radio. You're watching it, so I don't have to be as descriptive as when they join us live on the radio, okay? But we'll see how it goes. And I'm just telling you, this is a good team. You will talk about a game last night. We covered it last night. Tate went into overtime, and really shocking. Tate's got a good team too, but you've got a team here in this Montgomery team that is really a great ball team. Beat an undefeated Milton, I believe, by 7. Milton, though, had them tied up somewhere in the third quarter. I believe it's 31-31 when I walked in the other day. All right, here we go. We're going to get it started. Your starters for the Bulldogs, it looks like you've got Blackwell, Jones, Clouser, Phillips, and Johnson. For Mary G, we'll just call it Mary G for short. Washington, Ford, Alums, Broughton, and Johnson. They also have A.J. Johnson on the floor, so I'll do my very best on that, and we're about to get underway here. Last game for the Bulldogs. Next week we have a tournament in Fort Walton, and then tip. Still ain't got the tip. That's twice. But our next game on the radio and on YouTube will be won by Jones. Nice. The 4th of January. Here's a shot. Phillips no good. And I'm telling you, we've got to make those shots, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Got to make those shots. Get to relax here just for a minute until we go on the air. So y'all just enjoy it before I start running my mouth a little bit more. Ooh, that's a nice baseline. Look at the Bulldogs. Jones has been really cold. He's been cold the last 2 games. There's a 3. They didn't call a lot of fouls last night, so maybe they got the same situation here. Clouser. Jones going to set it back up. Phillips. Look at here. We've got to make, if we're going to shoot the threes, we have to make it. We can't be 20%. We need to be at least 35% from the 3 to stay in this ball game. And we got to make anything in the paint. We've got to be 70% in the paint or we don't have a chance today. My gut check feeling. As you well know, probably not you could tell there's not too many people here. I think there's a little bit more than there was last night, though. Ooh. Oh, there we go. That's what we got to have right there. It's got to be, every other shot would be awesome, wouldn't it? Look at Phillips. That's it. That's it. That's it. Don't get me excited too early here on a Friday afternoon. He hit, that kid right there hit about 3 or 4 last night against Tate. He's a good shooter. Oh, look at that. I'm going to tell you who we got to worry about, and he's not on the floor. It's number 5. Number 5, this Hunter kid, he slammed it on Tate last night 3 or 4 times, very aggressive. Really surprised he's not on the field. Clouser will go to the line. All right, let's see here. I've got Let's Talk Real Estate at 3:07 with Keller Williams, Miss King. And then after her show, we will have, you're going to hear me in 2 places at one time. It's the miracle of the media, right? Or recording. All right, Clouser, we don't need no bricks. That's another thing. We have to be at least 70%. Here comes the other team right here. Now, this is the team that pretty much separated itself against Tate last night. When this team was on the floor, they got a good, that in overtime, they beat Tate in, I think, 6 or 7 points. Good shot there, Clouser. This is going to be a very good game. I wish it was a Friday night, 7 o'clock type of game, you know. Kids are really, it's going to be hard for the kids to play. They feel like they just got out of bed. Nobody at the gym. It's a That's Hunter. That's, let me see, is that number 5? No, that's 0. That's oh, that's 3 steps. How many steps can you take in high school now? That's all I want to know. Coast to coast. Jones. Well, almost. Gonna be a good game. Buckle up. .313. We go on. Big Chris said so. All 3:13. I'm gonna start cranking it up here and trying to call this game for the fans on the radio. All right. I just like what I'm seeing right now. The Bulldogs are playing. I don't mind us trading baskets for a while. We do have to have some separation. Manning. Oh, nice job, Clouser. He's trying to backdoor. Gray coming in the back door, and Clouser was there. Good hands, good hand-eye coordination. They've got the height. There's number 5, Hunter. He's just dominant. Oh, look at here. Jump ball. Well, the arrow moves to Crestview now. No harm, no foul, as they had the ball. But there he is, that number 5. Y'all watch him, see if we can shut him down. I doubt it, but good ball player. Hunter is his name. Go to the line and shoot 2. I will say, most of this tournament, most of the referees have let these guys play, bump and grind a little bit. Anything serious they call, but they let them bang around a little bit underneath the basket. Pulls in. Got 4 minutes. Probably a couple minutes before we go on, I'm going to just start calling it so I can get the names rolling off my tongue there. Rick. Good block. That's going to be a foul on Montgomery. I believe that was Harris. Should be Crestview ball on the side. He's going to do a little press here. He's got to get hot. He's got to get hot. Nice job there. Beating and banging. Moulton back up. That's good. If Moulton can score 12 like he did the other day, last night, we'll be good. Because if Moulton has a good game, that means other guys are having some pretty, it's balancing and out. But out of bounds. And I like this. There's no time clicking. What is that? 41 seconds in the first period. No timeouts and only 1 or 2 fouls. That's good. Hall's going to push it down. Baseline. Moulton, look at Moulton. Nice job. He gets hot, and if Jones gets hot, watch out. Trying to watch my clock here. All right, if you're tuning in on the station, I had that block. Sorry about that, guys. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and that's the end of the first period. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Kim again with your friendly hometown landscaping company, Always Blooming Landscape. If you're looking for pavers to do your driveways, patios, walkways, and or borders, we have a special for our radio listening audience. We are offering you 10% off your paver installation project. So call us at 850-682-2919 to take advantage of this 10% discount when you mention this ad.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
And we are back here live at Tate High School, where the Bulldogs are taking on Mary G. Montgomery. And the first period, if you're just tuning in on airwaves, the first period, the Bulldogs win 14-13. We are about to start second period. That period went by pretty fast. Moulton led the team, I think, with 6 points. And here we go. Bulldogs will have the ball out. We are shooting on the left-hand side of the radio dial. And they'll take it in. Johnson will take it in for the Bulldogs and set it up. Moulton trying to work a little give and go. No good. And there is a jump ball, and the arrow should go to, yes, Mary G. Not a Friday night crowd, but the Bulldogs right now is playing almost as good as they can without possibly shooting. You know, if they're shooting another 20% better from the floor wherever they're at, we're really in control of this game right now. But a good game. This is going to possibly come down to the wire. Both teams playing really good from the floor. Great defense and good rebounding. Mary G with the ball on the right-hand side. They work it around the top. Last night they beat Tate in overtime. They are undefeated, coming in 14-0. Bulldogs are 6-3. And they working inside. Loose ball. It is picked up by Mary G. Working it inside. Foley trying to block them out. He does. They have to kick it back out and set it up. And they'll work it around. Bulldogs playing great defense right now, not allowing it inside the paint. Now they're going to bang it inside, and there should be a travel, and they get the travel as they are playing great defense right now. Foley, Moulton, Jones, Johnson, and Hall on the floor for the Bulldogs. They're going to have to take it out. They're being pressed. Foley needs to get it out of his hands. And he does. Nope. We lose it. And just like that, oh, nice defense as we knock it out of bounds to save an easy basket. But they're going to press. We've got to get it in the right hands. When we throw it in bounds, we've got to have it to the ball handler. And we've only got a couple of those guys on the floor. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Foley almost gets the rebound, but it goes back to MG Montgomery. A little turnaround jump shot is foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. That is Washington for Mary G. Montgomery. He'll go to the line to shoot two, and only the second opportunity so far today for Montgomery on the free throw line. I believe the Bulldogs have had two opportunities also, so not a lot of fouls called while shooting. First shot is good for Washington and Mary G. And now we have the horn blew, and we're going to see what they are doing. I don't understand, and nobody else does, so we're going about to shoot the second shot as Washington looks in. Shot, banks it off, no good, but rebound Mary G. They'll set up offense one more time, getting it inside of the big man. Out to the three-pointer. This kid's pretty good shot. No good. He's already hit 1 3, though. Rebound, Jones. Jones comes down the court, and it's knocked out of bounds by Mary G. MG, I'll say MG. Mary G, I'll say Montgomery, but it's Mary G. Montgomery. Just whatever fits the best in the situation. In the corner. No good. Hall tries to hit a three. Rebound. MG. And they'll bring it down the court. And set up shop. Long three. No good. Long rebound. Hall. Hall's got a chance. No, he falls down. And it will be MG's ball. We had possibly an easy fast break there, but just out of the reach of Hall's hands. And it'll be Montgomery's ball, setting back up on the right-hand side of the screen. Your score is 14-14 with 5:40 left here in the second period. Working it inside. Nice little turnaround scoop shot for Broughton. And the Bulldogs will take it out. And let's see if looks like they may slow it down a little bit. I don't think they've got the firepower and the speed to get ahead of Montgomery. They may have to slow it down and set up a few plays and shots strategically. Hall Over here in the corner, back to Johnson. He tries to drive in. He leans in, bounces off the rim, no good. Foley bangs in there. He should have got a foul, but they didn't call it. And picks it up. Moulton picks it up, gives it to Jones for three. It's good! Did he get the three? No, they're going to give him a two. They say his toe was on the line. And Montgomery will set it back up on their side of the court. Good defense, Jones there trying to put a little pressure on them. Inside, that's going to be there all day as they throw a pass to the inside right underneath the basket. And we fouled Broughton. He'll go to the line and shoot two again. They've got two or three guys that can post up right underneath the basket, and it's going to be almost impossible because they have 3-inch, at least a 2 to 3 inch height advantage on the Bulldogs, on any of our players. Our tallest guy is probably Jones, and he's not under the basket a lot, and he's 6'4", and right now I'm looking at Broughton. He looks to be 6'5", 6'6", with a little bit longer length advantage. And Bulldogs going to set up. Moulton has an easy opportunity possibly. Spin around, no good. He gets his own shot. And it's going to roll in and good. Moulton now for 6 or 8 points already here in the first half. Bulldogs setting up defensively for Mary G. They're going to work it inside again, and we'll see if we can. And we get it this time. We double team. That ball goes out of bounds on Mary G. So the Bulldogs will turn it over. We may win this possession. That's great. They're going to look like, I think, they feel they can post up on our guys, and really they can. But they're going to press now. We're going to see what we can do to get out of the press. Hall with the ball. And he's got just a couple seconds to get it across half court, and he does. And he'll set up shop. No good. A three-pointer attempt by Hall. Klauser gets the rebound. It's no good. And rebound, Mary G. They'll bring it down the court quickly into the corner. They're looking around trying to post up, but Klauser jumps in front of the post move. And he gets a steal. He'll bring it down. They double team. Klauser's trapped. He's got to get rid of it. He finds Jones for three. Good! How about Jones hitting another? That's 2 threes now, and a long two. Nice. 21-18 now for the Bulldogs. How about that? And the little bit of noise you hear is from our bench. They're getting into it too. In the corner for three. Good. Count it. Mary G has come to play 21-21. They are undefeated if you're just tuned in, and that's a foul on the floor. And that should go against Broughton. Bulldogs will have it out on the side. They are playing, Montgomery playing very aggressive, physically, very, I don't want to say intimidated, but just probably the best team we've played so far this year. And now they just make a wholesale change, and it's just like they've just put another starting five out on the floor. Very athletic and very strong, physically fast, talented, good shooters. I'm still impressed. He hasn't made any points yet, but number 5 last night for Montgomery was very impressive indeed. Bulldogs will take it out now after all the substitutions. Phillips for three, no good. Actually, that was a two-shotter, no good. Blackwell tries to find Jones. Jones being trapped. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Over to the top is Blackwell. He'll set it back up now. He's going to try to penetrate, and he does. A long, nice shot. A little scoop high off the bank, off the backboard. He banks it in. That makes it 23-21. Bulldogs has led or it's been tied all game with 2 minutes left here in the second period. Bulldogs playing great defense, and a steal by Klauser. Klauser dishes it off. No good. Rebound, MG. Phillips misses an easy layup, but it's stolen by Jones. Jones goes up, it's good. Jones steals it. out of the hands of MG, and now they're up 25-21 with 1:45 left here in the second period. What a display. This may be, right now, I'm saying the best defensive game we played so far against a great, talented team that we're playing against, Montgomery right here. Oh, that's got to be a travel. And it is. All right, you can't take more than 2 steps. I believe that's still the rule, but I'm not for sure. But some of these guys get away with it because they look so good and artistic. And that's stolen, but it's not out of bounds by MG. We've got to do a better job of breaking the press. They're pressing, and we almost lost that right off the baseline. Phillips is taking it in. He's got to find the guy. And there we go. That's a long pass to Jones. Jones may have an opportunity here to make an easy basket, and he does. He goes up for 2. And the long pass, they did not have anybody deep as a safety valve, and they just overthrew everybody, and Jones went and got it, picked it up, and laid it in the basket for an easy 2 points. 1 minute left here in the second period. Bulldogs up 27-21. What a ball game it's been so far. We play like this, folks, and the Bulldogs are looking great. Loose ball. Bulldogs gets it. Phillips has the rebound. They work it inside. Jones for 3, back out, no good. Long rebound, Montgomery. Montgomery works it down the court. And they try to set up maybe for the last shot. 36 seconds here, 27-21. And this has absolutely been a great first half of the Bulldogs. Stolen again by Jones. Jones, jump ball, and it is going to go to the Bulldogs. What a play by Jones, anticipating the pass inside, and he jumps in front of, I believe that was Hunter, and takes it away, but Hunter had his hands on it. Jones did too, and the error was to Crestview, so they will have possession and maybe play for the last shot. We'll see. And watching the clock with 20 seconds left, it looks like that's what the Bulldogs will do, possibly, unless they get a good opportunity like that right there. The give and go. Jones, no-look pass from Clouser to Jones, and an easy layup. Makes it 29-21. And the Bulldogs is playing out of their shoes right now, people. Can they get the last shot off? No good, and that's the end of the first half. Bulldogs go in the locker room, 29-21. We'll be back. I'll try to get Coach before the third period starts. We'll be back after word from our sponsors here on WAZ 104.7.
Folks, our friends at Teal and Waters Real Estate and their exceptional young builder, yes, Colton Leindecker of CJL Construction, are really doing something special out at Griffith Mill Road. It's a 9-lot all-private 1-acre home site subdivision. You can choose your lot and choose a variety of CJL 3- and 4-bedroom plans. Affordable new homes with quality components, dependably delivered on time, are what CJL is known for. And now Teal & Waters is offering 9 new CJL homes with closing cost assistance on full 1-acre lots at Griffith Mill Acres. Come by Teal & Waters or call Patty Griffith 850-758-0133 or Jenny Teal 850-582-3821 for more information.
I've been around long enough to not be shocked by anything anymore. But this, well, this takes the cake. 38%. That's all. Only 38% of your electricity actually makes it to your home. Just think about how much is wasted. That's the shocking truth. It's appalling and really shocking. Find out more at okaloosagas.com/truth. It really is shocking.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been invested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
Hey my friends, this is Tara with Whitehurst Powell Funeral Home and Crematory. Our team would like to give a shout out to Crestview High School basketball team.
Hey, this is Kim again with your friendly hometown landscaping company, Always Blooming Landscape. If you're looking for pavers to do your driveways, patios, walkways, and or borders, we have a special for our radio listening audience. We are offering you 10% off your paver installation project. So call us at 850-682-2919 to take advantage of this 10% discount when you mention this ad. That's 682-2919. Always Blooming Landscape. Let us grow with you.
Hello, this is Dixie Dan Powell. Just like in the courtroom, you got to be bulldog tough. It takes teamwork to get to the goal line and to win the game. Go Bulldogs. Call us, Powell Injury Law, 850-306-2667. That's 850-306-2667.
Folks, our friends at Teal and Waters Real Estate and their exceptional young builder, yes, Colton Leindecker of CGL Construction, are really doing something special out at Griffith Mill Road. It's a 9-lot all-private 1-acre home site subdivision. You can choose your lot and choose a variety of CJL 3- and 4-bedroom plans. Affordable new homes with quality components, dependably delivered on time, are what CJL is known for. And now Teal & Waters is offering 9 new CJL homes with closing cost assistance on full 1-acre lots at Griffith Mill Acres. Come by Teal & Waters or call Patty Griffith 850-758-0133 or Jenny Teal 850-582-3821 for more information.
And we are back here at Tate High School taking on Mary G. Montgomery. They come in undefeated, 13-0. Had a great game last night into overtime with Tate. Tate tied it up at the buzzer, and then they went to overtime, and then Montgomery pulled away. But let's look at the stats. Bulldogs are up 29-21 at halftime. Blow my ever-loving mind. Let's look at MG real quick. Like, they had really just spread it out. Not one guy has dominated. You had a couple of their players, Gray and Washington, that had 1 bucket from the line. Gray did. Washington had 2 buckets from the line and 2 baskets. So he has 6 points, and he leads the way for, well, hold on just one second. I am looking, and it looks like now they're saying, oh, there's 2 Washingtons. There's a Eric Washington and a Sanchez Washington. So actually, Sanchez Washington has 5 points, and he leads the way for MG Montgomery. 4 points for Harris, 3 for Alums, and then 4 points for Broughton, and a 3 for Johnson, which makes up 21 points. In the first quarter, they scored 13. In the second quarter, it was 8. We scored 14 in the first and 15 in the second, and that's where the separation has happened for the Bulldogs. A.J. Johnson with a bucket, Blackwell with 3 and with a bucket, so he has 5 points. Clouser was 1 from 2 from the free throw line, so he's got a bucket. Jones has showed up and played unlike he did the last 2 games. He only had 6 points last night. Already, Micaiah has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15 points in the first 2 periods. He only had 2 buckets the first period, and he ends up with 11 points second period. And Moulton has come to play again. He has got 3 baskets, 6 points. Your score, 29 points for the Bulldogs. We have about 3 minutes and a few seconds left here to start. I'm going to see if I can get Coach's attention. Maybe he will give me a second. I don't know, maybe not. All right, so here's what we have next week. After this game, next week, the Bulldogs have a tournament in Fort Walton on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. After that, they're off until January the 4th. We're about to get started here in about 3 minutes. But January the 4th, after this game and next week, that's a tournament next week in Fort Walton. But January the 4th, we're on the road again, and it's Milton, Pace, and Gulf Breeze. Milton, Pace, and Gulf Breeze on the road. And then we come back to the house for a couple games. On the 12th, we have Niceville, and on the 16th, we have Milton. Speaking of this, the new districts just come out for football. Are you ready? We are now 6A. Niceville dropped to 5A. They found a way to drop down to 5A. So here's our district. We have Pace, Tate, and Navarre in our football district. That is it. Pace, Tate, and Navarre. Now, we already had Navarre and Pace on the schedule, so we picked Tate back up, and that we will play them. So 3 teams in our district, and that allows us to pick up 7 games. So Coach will start working on that right away. I was talking to him yesterday about his schedule. He didn't know nothing until today. Sweat came in and give us an update on the schedule. Matter of fact, he sent me a text on the other brackets. Let's see who Niceville has. Niceville, if I'm not mistaken, they picked up Gulf Breeze, Mosley, and Milton. Now, Mosley's pretty tough. I think Mosley beat them a year or so ago in the playoffs, but they have in their 5A Milton, Gulf Breeze, and Mosley. Fort Walton is in 4A with Choctaw. Fort Walton and Choctaw's back in their own district. Rickards and Arnold. How about that? Arnold hadn't won a game in umpteen years. Rickards not too bad. And then Fort Walton and Choctaw together in that. I remember the days when Crestview, Choctaw, and Fort Walton was in the same district. I think that was when we was 3A. Maybe 2A, but I think it was 3A. And a lot of times when Brunson was the coach, we would end up a 3-way tie and have to have a shootout on a Monday night. Dusty, you remember that? And we did that 2 or 3 times. So, again, we are 6A, and we have Pace, Tate, and Navarre. And last year, Pace is not going to drop off. Navarre's pretty tough. And Tate has turned things around, too, in the football program. We're about to get underway here. The score is 29-21. Bulldogs are on top, and we're just about to be underway, 3rd period. And we'll get started here, and we appreciate everybody tuned in. There on your drive on the way home. It's your last drive, probably until the Tuesday or Wednesday for some of you for working down at Eglin. And we're about to get underway. Bulldogs won the first period by 1 point, and then 7 points second period. So your score is 29-21, and we're just about to get underway. If the Bulldogs can play like that, second half, this may be one of the bigger wins since 2019 that the Bulldogs had in basketball. This team right here is championship caliber basketball, and we're just about to be underway now. Montgomery will be on the left-hand side of your radio dial. Moving right to left on your dial, they'll have the goal on your left-hand side of your dashboard there as you're driving around, and the Bulldogs will be on the right-hand side. They're going to work it in. They get it started the 3rd quarter now, 29-21. And they have their bigger lineup in. Clouser, they're double teaming 4-5. They're not going to allow that to happen. And that number 5, Hunter, really dominated against Tate. They never double teamed them, and the Bulldogs are, but the Bulldogs did pick up a shooting foul, and I believe that was behind the 3-point line. We'll check it out here in just a moment. First shot, no good, nothing but brick. That is number 20, I can't tell, 25 maybe? We'll get his number here in just a second. 20, it was wrinkled, that's Alums. So he was fouled behind the 3-point line. He's missed his first 2, and he made his 3rd one. So he picks up 1 basket. Bulldogs are up 29-22, just starting the 3rd period. Jones with the ball, and he's looking for his teammates to pass it around to set up something. You have Jones, Johnson, Blackwell, Phillips, and Clouser on the court. Blackwell driving, kicking it back out to Jones. Jones to Phillips. Phillips back over all the way across, and he's going to throw it out of bounds as he was trying to get it to Jones, and he was actually cut off by his own player and couldn't get to the ball. Phillips was sort of anticipating Jones moving out to the left, and he wasn't able to because he had a guy in his way. So that'll give MG a chance to bring it back down without the Bulldogs scoring. We don't need too many possessions like this where we don't get any baskets and Montgomery gets a chance at another one. They work it inside. No good. Bulldogs are playing tough inside. Let me tell you, still third opportunity, and the big man, Hunter, if he gets his hand on it under the paint, there's no stopping him. Let's see what they do, what Montgomery does with that situation. If they leave him out there, I wouldn't take him out of the game, but we'll see what they do. He makes a basket. 29-24 now. Bulldogs still on top, winning the first and second period, and there's a travel on Jones. He really didn't have control of it, and it'll be a turnover, and it'll be Montgomery's ball. Bulldogs are not pressing early on, probably saving the energy for a little bit later, allowing Montgomery just to bring it down freely till he get to half court. Then man coverage. It's been man coverage all afternoon. We've stole the ball several times. Phillips is very fast. We've got a lot of fast defenders right now on the court for the Bulldogs. Moving it around inside. Turnaround shot by Broughton, no good. Jones fighting for it. Looks like it went out of bounds on Montgomery, and it did. Bulldogs will get the ball back. 29-24. 6 minutes left here in the third period. If you're just tuning in, Bulldogs won 29-21 first half. And Montgomery has come out and scored 3 points here in the third period. Bulldogs have not scored yet. Looked like a travel. He got away with it possibly. No good. Rebound, Montgomery. Montgomery drives back down the court for three. Oh, it's blocked. Jones out of nowhere slaps it down the throat of Broughton. And it'll be Montgomery's ball underneath their own basket. 5:40 left here in the third period. Bulldogs up 29-24. And this will be the last game for the radio station and the YouTube page until January the 4th. A nice spin move, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. That's Washington from Montgomery. Works it inside. Nice spin move there and bangs it in, and he'll go to the line to try to make a three-point play. 29-26 is the score, 5:35 in the third period. Nice move there. Here's the shot from Washington. Shot is up and no good. Not too many teams are very good at the free throw line that I've seen so far this year. About 50% is the best that we've seen. And that's what's going on right now. I don't know. Go figure. That's the easiest shot on the game you'd think beside the layup. And those are not easy to come by either. Bulldogs set up shop. Jones trying to work it inside. He dishes it off to Blackwell. Blackwell almost loses the handle. He gets it into Clouser. Clouser back out to Blackwell. Montgomery's playing great defense, and we've got a timeout as they say, hey, Coach Watson says, we got to figure this out real quick, because their defense is pretty stout. We'll be right back. Don't touch the dial. Bulldogs up 29-26.
I've been around long enough to not be shocked by anything anymore. But this, well, this takes the cake. 38%. That's all. Only 38% of your electricity actually makes it to your home. Just think about how much is wasted. That's the shocking truth. It's appalling and really shocking. Find out more at okaloosagas.com/truth. It really is shocking.
And we are back. 5 minutes left in the third period. Bulldogs up 29-26. Cannot relinquish. We have had situations where we've been up 6, 7, 8, 10. I don't know what team it was, but we had a 10-point lead on one team and ended up losing that game. And we're going to get it out. Phillips will get it out in the back court and bring it across. It's great defense by Montgomery. Montgomery playing man and playing great. And there's a travel on Jones again. That's 2 travels on Jones here in the third period. And turnover to Montgomery. Montgomery's got a chance here to possibly tie it with a 3-point play or get within 1. They'll bring it down the court and set up shop. Top of the key is Hunter. Hunter inside to Broughton. Those are the 2 big men. They're trying to work it back and forth. They turn around, shot, no good, but Hunter is there underneath the basket. And I'm just telling you, if those 2 guys get going, Bulldogs have got problems, trouble. They'll get it out, but they're being pressed. They've got to get it across half court, and they do just in the nick of time. There should have been a foul, but no foul. Ball is loose, and it goes to Montgomery. But then Clouser gets the rebound, or a steal, and he misses, but Jones there to put it back up. And that makes it 31-28. Bulldogs are still on top by 3. Little fast break action there on both sides. Oh, nice shot by Montgomery. Just a leaner to pick up 2 points. 30-31 now. 3:30 left here in. And 5 seconds, was not able to get it in. So a turnover underneath their own basket. The Bulldogs give it up. Could not get it in bounds. The defense is tightening for Montgomery. 31-30. Bulldogs have led all the way. There has been a tie a couple times, but they have not relinquished. But right now, Montgomery's got a chance here to take the lead in a big way. There's a foul. No, they're going to call a charge. And we've been waiting for some charge to be called. We hadn't had one in a couple nights. Just what the Bulldogs needed right there. And they will get it underneath Montgomery's basket. They've got to go the length of the court in this press defense, and a good one at that Montgomery's playing. They do get it out this time. Johnson will bring it down the court for the Bulldogs. And he will set up shop. Bulldogs spread it around. Blackwell to Phillips is sort of a back and forth at the top of the key. They try to get it into Clouser, but he's way out here. He's got to give it up to Jones. Jones almost loses the handle, but he goes up for 2, no good. He'll go to a charge. They just called a charge on Jones, and he was nowhere close to his defender, but a good acting job, and he got away with it. 31-30, Bulldogs are on top, but Montgomery's coming back here. An opportunity for Montgomery to go up for the first time this afternoon. Long pass. And it is almost stolen by the Bulldogs, knocked out of bounds by the Bulldogs, and it'll be Montgomery's ball. Couple substitutions while the ball is out of bounds. 3 minutes left here in the third period. 31-30. What a game by the Bulldogs so far. We did at one time have a 8-point lead. That's right, 8-point lead. And there is a charge on Montgomery. So they're calling them both ways. And that's on Hunter. We need him to have 5 fouls in a hurry. We do not need him on the court for the Bulldogs. And they got to get it in. They finally get it in. Moulton for 3, no good. Phillips almost has the rebound. It's loose, but it's picked up by the Bulldogs. Johnson inside, he's trapped. Kicks it back out to Moulton. Boy, they're playing great defense. Clouser, easy bucket, 15-footer. Nobody was on him, and he bangs it in, 33-30. Now the Bulldogs on defense as Montgomery will bring it across the court very slow. Look at their coach to see what kind of play they're going to set up on the Bulldogs. The 2 big guys, Broughton and Hunter, are sitting on the bench at this time. No, there is Hunter right there. Excuse me, a turnaround jump shot. That's a reminiscence right there of Tom Hammonds, and it's stolen by Hunter. He's going to take a 3. 5 points in 3 seconds for Hunter. That's amazing. He did it himself, almost steals it again. I'm going to tell you, you get him in the game, he takes control, and the Bulldogs are absolutely in trouble. 5 points makes it 35-33. One man hits 5 points in about 2 seconds. As he makes his 2-point play, Bulldogs try to throw it in bounds. He steals it and hits a 3. So this is the first lead for Montgomery, 35-33. Moulton, little juke move. He's got to move inside. He almost gets the layup. Foley with the rebound. He banks it in, and it's good. Big shot there for Foley. And now you see a press, and it's stolen by the Bulldogs. Almost made by Moulton, but it's missed. Rebound Montgomery. And they'll set up shop on their side of the court. Moving it inside, kicking it outside. Now a little leaner, 15-footer, no good. Moulton with the rebound. And the Bulldogs will press it back up the court on their side. Shot, no good. Rebound. Mary G. Montgomery, and they'll bring it back down the court. 1 minute left here in the third period. Bulldogs have tied it up, 35-35. They lose it for just a moment, but they've tied it up. Uh-oh, 20-footer, good. Count it for Washington. Good shooter there. And there's a foul on the floor. We have not been in, I'll say this, in the tournament that we've called all 3 of these games, not too many times have we gotten into bonus. Not a lot of fouls called during the tournament. And I guess, you know, hey, it's a tournament. Nobody's got home field advantage. These referees don't know anybody. So let them play, I guess, you know, unless it's really serious. 37-35. Bulldogs are down by 2 here at the closing moments of the third period. Moulton for NBA 3. Good! Moulton throws his hands on. Come on. Come on, he says. 38-37. Broughton for 3. He answers. He answers. 25 seconds. And Montgomery's up by 2, 40-38. What a game this has been. Bulldogs, slides and fall. That'll be a travel as he could not put on the brakes. Johnson was trying to drive in for a layup. He slams on the brakes and slides down and gets a travel call. So with 11 seconds here in the third period, Montgomery will have a chance to take the last shot, but the Bulldogs are going to press all the way down the court, soft press. Let's see if they've got time. 5, 4, 3. And will they get it off? They get it off, and it's no good. At the end of 3, it's 38-40. Bulldogs are down by 2. We'll be right back. Don't touch the dial for a great fourth period here on WAZ 104.7.
I'm Jenny Powell. I'm one of the attorneys at Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm. Our family has been invested for over 100 years in Northwest Florida, serving your families for over 70 years. If you're in a car accident, you need a law firm who has the training, skill, and experience necessary to deal with insurance companies so that your case doesn't drag on forever. Let our family take care of your family during your most crucial moments. Just remember, Powell, Powell & Powell Law Firm is here for you. You can always just go to our website at www.powelllawfirm.com.
Hey my friends, this is Tara with Whitehurst Powell Funeral Home and Crematory. Our team would like to give a shout out to Crestview High School basketball team.
This is our last game. And we are back here at Tate High School, wrapping up our tournament games with this one here against MG Montgomery. They come in 13-0, one of the best teams in Mobile. And the Bulldogs have played a great game, had a lead for a while, and finally give it up. Hunter took it upon himself to get the lead by himself, scoring 5 points in about 2 seconds. The score is 40-38. Montgomery's on top. The Bulldogs will have it. Hold on, maybe not. Timeout. Referee's calling his own timeout. Say, I'm not ready. And now he is. And we'll get this game underway. Fourth period now. Bulldogs will take it out. They're on the right-hand side of your dashboard, radio dial, TV screen. And the Bulldogs will try to make a comeback here and try to get a win. Phillips, leaner, too good. He ties it. Tie ball game now for the Bulldogs, trying to go 7-3 into the Christmas break, and they'll have 3 games Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week at Fort Walton. And there's the travel. Montgomery turns it over. Bulldogs will take it out on the side. 7:30 left, just starting the 4th period. If you're just tuning in on your radio dial, Bulldogs are tied up with Montgomery, 40-40. Shot, leaner. It rolls around and it finds the basket. It finds the bottom of the hoop. 42-40, coast to coast. No good, and we're going to get a blocking foul by Foley. He could not get the charge. He's great at getting charges, but couldn't quite get in position in time for that. And that'll put him at the line. I believe that's Broughton. Shot up, good. Yep, that's Broughton. He's got a handful of baskets so far this game. 41 and make it 42-42 now with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Bulldogs taking it out. We're going to see press probably the rest of the game against the Bulldogs. Hall does a good job of breaking the press. Moulton back out to Hall for 3, a long one. No good. Rebound. MG Montgomery gets the long rebound. They'll set up shop now. And almost a travel, but they kick it out for 3. Long one. No good. Over the back, it looked like. You got to call the over the back. And that goes out of bounds on the Bulldogs. That we had position on the rebound. The shot was missed on the 3. And we had a guy there. They come across on the top. Didn't get the call, but the ball went out of bounds on the Bulldogs. MG will take it out underneath their own basket, and they'll get it to Hunter. Hunter's going to lean in there and shoot it. No good. He gets it. Nope. They get the rebound. Hunter loses the handle on it, though, and goes out of bounds. So the Bulldogs will get it back. 6:30 left in the ball game. Tied up, 42-42. Jones is back in the game. He kicks it out to the corner, and we're going to call a travel on Moulton. Didn't look like it, but Moulton was trying to make a little juke move there, and they got a travel on him. Bulldogs now going to press. Got to press. I believe we got to press the rest of the period possibly to even have a chance to slow them down a little bit. Bulldogs, long 3. My goodness. Where did that come from? Out of midair. That was a big NBA 3 by the smallest kid on the court. And the Bulldogs trying to break the press, and they do. And Moulton was there to get an easy basket, but he lost the handle. He's going to give it back up, and he loses it. Had a chance to put it up and didn't get the handle on it enough time. And there's another shot by the same one that made the 3. That is Ford. He makes a 3, then comes down coast to coast and gets a layup, and he'll go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. I'm watching something else, but they called a charge on MC Montgomery, so that basket did not count. So a great job of getting in position to not allowing that layup to fall in or to count. 45-42, Montgomery's up. Bulldogs break the press. Hall across mid-court. Long 3, Blackwell does not get it. Rebound, Hunter and Montgomery. That guy, if he takes control, it's over. He just lights out. But Broughton and Montgomery, 23-5 for Montgomery. If you're watching on YouTube, they are absolutely fantastic. That is missed, though. Hunter misses a long 3. And Blackwell will take it down to set up shop for the Bulldogs. In the corner, 20-footer. Good, count it. That makes it 45-44. Bulldogs within 1. And Foley's going to pick up a quick foul. But it's on the floor, and we haven't got to bonus. That might be only the second foul this period. If you're just tuning in for the first time this year, The new rule is, across the nation actually, is after 5 fouls, you go shoot 2, and it resets at the end of each period. So I believe that's only like the second foul. It is the second foul. If you're looking at YouTube, you can see the foul shot. And almost, that should have been a 5-second call, but they didn't get it. Bulldogs playing great defense. Broughton turnaround jump shot, good. Should have got a 5-second defensive play there, but didn't get it. We break the press, and we are really sloppy, but Jones picks up the loose ball, and 47-46 now. Bulldogs are only down by 1. Trying to play great defense. And we've got a timeout as as Montgomery had to call a 30-second timeout. Score is 47-46 with 4:35 left. We'll be right back. Don't touch the dial.
Hey, this is Kim again with your friendly hometown landscaping company, Always Blooming Landscape. If you're looking for pavers to do your driveways, patios, walkways, and or borders, we have a special for our radio listening audience. We are offering you 10% off your paver installation project. So call us at 850-682-2919 to take advantage of this 10% discount when you mention this ad. That's 682-2919. Always Blooming Landscape. Let us grow with you.
And we are back here, closing minutes in the ball game. 4:35 left. The Bulldogs are down by 1. Playing great defense. Bulldogs trying to go 2-1 against the Mobile teams. They lost their first match and then won yesterday against BC Rain, and now they're playing MG Montgomery. It's stolen by the Bulldogs, but it goes out of, I think they just missed a call. I believe that went out on Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs will get the call there. They missed that one. So 4:27 left in the ball game. Bulldogs get a turnover, and they'll take it out underneath MG's basket. Phillips Hall trying to get it in, and that Jones was knocked down. The ball went out of bounds, though, on Montgomery, so they'll get the ball back. But it looked like he was mugged. Maybe giving it back, not calling the foul because they missed that last call. So Hall will bring it down the court for the Bulldogs. He sets it up almost. And that's a reach-in foul. That is only the second foul for Montgomery. So still 3 fouls to give for both teams before they go to the line. 47-46, 4:14 left in the ballgame. Montgomery's on top by 1. Just to be honest with you, I thought this was going to be a blowout. And the Bulldogs have come to play. I watched a game and a half. I watched them play Milton, and I watched them play Tate. And I'm going to tell you, this is the best team we played in maybe since our team that we took down to state in 2019. And that is stolen. How that's stolen, I don't know. And they'll go to the line on a shooting foul as Blackwell had to foul not to give up an easy layup. But it looked like he was mugged and no call. So Montgomery will go to the line to shoot 2 to try to go up by 3. First shot is nothing but the bottom of the net. 48-46 with about 4 minutes left here in the ball game. Broughton, good shooter at the line. Second shot rolls off his fingertips and good. Being pressed here. Bulldogs have got to break the press. And they finally do and get it across half court. In the corner for Klauser. He looks no good. Rebound Bulldogs. Goes up, gets the basket to fall. Johnson with a big rebound and puts it back up. And that is almost stolen. It is stolen by the Bulldogs. Loose ball. Jones dishes it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive. He backs it back off. Jones. He wants to drive the baseline. He is fouled. Oh, they just called a charge. Wow, these guys are missing a lot of calls. I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody had, the defensive player he did not have his own ground. He just jumped in front of Jones. And we're just getting some bad calls. I think that the charge is probably the hardest call to call for. Oh, there's a wide open. That's going to be a slam dunk. And he didn't slam dunk it. I'm surprised, but he did get a finger roll for another basket. 51-38 now is the score. Bulldogs got to make something happen. Jones, leaner, good. That's Jordan S. right there. Let me tell you, as a guy was in his face, and it was a fadeaway 20-footer for Jones, and it fell. What a shot. That gets the Bulldogs within one, 51-50. And the Bulldogs, with 3 minutes left in the ball game, trying to pull up an upset here. Trying to pull it off. Let's see if they can. Inside, working it into the big man. It is good. Washington, little turnaround, baby shot is good, and it's going to go coast to coast for the Bulldogs. Klauser, good. Count it. 53-52. The Bulldogs will not go away. Being pressed now. And we've got to travel as great defensive play by Hall, and Broughton's holding his hands up. Be like, I don't understand. What does that mean? That means well, listen, there's bad calls on both sides. I don't know if he traveled. He most definitely pushed off, so they could have got him for either one. Bulldogs will get the ball back now with 2:25 left, trying to go up. First time here in the fourth period, trying to get up over Montgomery. What a game this has been for the Bulldogs. Trying to work it around Johnson to Blackwell, back to Johnson. Johnson and Blackwell. They just sort of change positions all over the court. Klauser now comes out. You got to get rid of it, Klauser. He does. Back to Johnson. Johnson just waiting, maybe holding it just for a moment to see if Jones can find a slash in the inside, but nothing there. Now Blackwell to Johnson. Back to Johnson. Blackwell. Inside to Jones. Jones blocked. As he tries to go up, it was blocked, and he lost the handle on it. Montgomery's got an easy basket underneath, and he'll go to the line. We fouled him, so he didn't pick up the basket, but he will. Washington will go to the line to shoot two with 1:35 left in the ball game. 53-40. 53-52. What a game this has been. The Bulldogs led half the way, and now Montgomery has led half the way. No more than about 2 points for Montgomery, 3 points at the most. That is a 2-point lead now. First back's good. Bulldogs has had an 8-point lead in this game. At halftime, I believe it was 59-51. And Montgomery now trying to seize their biggest lead in 3 points if they can make this free throw right here. 54-52. Washington's second shot is no good. Rebound, Hall. And he'll bring it down for the Bulldogs and slow it down, set it up. Hall for three in the corner. He misses his shot, but rebound Bulldogs. There's a three. That's nothing but air. And Blackwell totally missed everything, just sort of got off. And I talked a little bit with Coach. These goals are way away from the wall. And so maybe depth possession is an issue sometimes. I just don't know. 54-52 with a minute and 10 seconds left. The Bulldogs are playing great defense, trying to get a steal here in the closing moments of the game. Montgomery works it inside. That's a law. Oh! The ball goes out of bounds on the Bulldogs, so Montgomery will set up underneath their own basket with a 1 minute left in the ball game, 54-52. They'll work it inside to Washington. Washington turns around, easy shot. That's been there all day. Fortunately, they haven't used that against us. They have three guys that can do that against us at any time. A little turnaround jump shot, loose ball, and that could be it. Montgomery gets the ball. If they score here, that could do it. We're going to have to foul or get the ball back, something. With 35 seconds left, we're down, and there's a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. He doesn't get the easy basket. He'll have to earn it with 31 seconds left. 56-52. He makes If he makes both of them, we got to hit 2 threes quickly, but we got to get the ball back if we do make a 3. So now it's starting to get down to crunch time, and, you know, you've got an opportunity here. If you get a couple missed shots, first shot is good, though. 5-point lead in the closing moments, 31 seconds. And Montgomery has their biggest lead of the day. Wow, the way the Bulldogs played first half, you just thought they had a great thing going, and they did. Second shot is good. Now down by 6 with 31 seconds left. Bulldogs got to go down quickly to score. A lot can happen. Jones for 3, long range, no good. Rebound, Montgomery. Now they've got a foul. Let's see if they do. And there's a timeout by Montgomery with 17 seconds left. What a ball game it has been. We'll be going back to the radio station here momentarily to pick up your local news. And then, of course, Jerry Clower at 4:30. And appreciate everybody tuned in today, this tournament this week. I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas holiday break. And after this game, I will see if Coach catches eye contact. We may talk to him just for a second right after the game, but we'll kick it back to the station as quick as we can to get started back on our programming. Don't forget, Sunday evening I'll be live taking your Christmas song request for about 4 or 5 hours, starting about 6:30. We play it's a tradition, we play the Silent Night story from Walter Cronkite, the true story of Silent Night. It's about a 30-minute presentation. It's a beautiful presentation. And you'll hear that at 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. Okay, here we go. Last 17 seconds after the timeout. Montgomery gets it across. We've got the foul. They're going to finally call it as we've been pushing and pushing and pushing. They let 4 seconds run off the clock before they put them. Are we going to get them on the? Yes, we finally get into bonus. So, but that's the wrong guy to foul because he's pretty automatic. Hunter. Let's see if he makes 2 of them. First shot is good. Bulldogs will go down in this one, but, buddy, that they play a great first half. It sort of lets you know that if the Bulldogs makes it deep in the playoffs, this is the kind of teams you're going to meet down in South Florida. Second shot is good, and that's going to be the ball game with about 13 seconds left, down by 8. We can play with teams like this, but we've got to put together 4 periods. We can't go dry. We can't turn the ball over. A few things we just got to clean up a little bit. Got to be able to hit a 3 at it, a little bit better than we have. And that's going to be your ball game with 4 seconds left. Last basket is good. 62-52 is your final score. The Bulldogs win really a closer game than the score showed. We had a lead at halftime, 39-31, and then Montgomery made the separation here in the 4th period. Final score 62-52. We'll kick it back to the station now. Appreciate everybody staying tuned in for this playoff, and we will see you on January the 4th. We will be in Milton, Florida for basketball action here on WAZ 104.7. Good night and have a good Christmas, everybody.